make sure you click the notification bell under this video so you get the latest and greatest videos that we produce. Anyways, we're going to start off with probably the most common and most basic core exercise, which is the plank. Sarah's going to get in position for a kneeling plank. This is it right here. Nice flat back here, very stable. Her elbows are under the shoulders. Just holding this for an extended period of time, maybe 15, 20, 30 seconds at a time. If you find this is easy, simply pick up the knees. Now you're going to go into your traditional full or front plank. Just very relaxed, but also keeping all the emphasis on the core. So this is pretty much the most basic beginner's core exercise. So the next one is going to go into a cat-cow exercise or a cat-cow stretch. If you've ever taken yoga, you might have done this particular exercise. So tabletop position, all fours. Now she's going to push her hips down to the floor. This is kind of like that cow position. And now she's going to round the back for the cat, nice round in the back. So then you're going to lower your body back down to the mat. Get a good stretch in that core, but also the lower back as well. So when you're talking about core training, it's not just your abs in the front, it's also your obliques, your lower back, and pretty much everything within this area here. So this is kind of like a modified cat-cow, just kind of more going through the range of motion and just going for what's comfortable. Next one is going to be the bird dog. So you're going to stay in the tabletop position, hands and knees. You're going to extend one arm out in front of you and the opposite leg back behind you. You're going to try to reach from wall to wall, and then from that position, you're going to take the elbow and meet it with the knee under the body, and then straighten it back out. Very slow and controlled, maybe 2 reps, 3 reps at a time. And obviously you would switch to the other side as well. Very simple exercise, but it will test your stability in that core. So that's your bird dog exercise. So the next one we're going to go onto the back. This is going to be a bent knee leg drop. So head and shoulders flat on the floor. Knees at a 90-degree angle, so you're going to pick your feet up off the floor. Again, keeping your head, shoulders, and hands flat on the ground. So as you can see, she's got 90 degrees at her knees. Now what she's going to do is going to keep this angle, but lower her feet down to the floor. And then pick it back up. That's it. That's the exercise. So just do a couple more reps. Always keeping a bent knee, because the further you straighten your legs out, it puts a lot more stress on the lower back and will really test your lower abdominal muscles right there. Let's do one more. Alright, so the last 3 exercises are going to be done in a seated position. You don't necessarily have to do them on the floor. You can also do them in a chair or a bench. So this is a seated V-sit or just a seated balance exercise. So she's going to start with her hands and feet on the ground, leaning back just a little bit. And when she's ready, she's going to pick up the hands and feet at the same time and try to hold this position for an extended period of time. Maybe 3 seconds, maybe 5, maybe 10. And then once you feel like your body's collapsing, put your hands and feet back down, reset, and then repeat. So this is your V-sit hold. Great. So relax. So next exercise, same body positioning. Now we're going to do a seated torso twist. Still leaning back a little bit. This time the hands are going to be in front, and you're going to twist from the upper body. You're going to twist side to side. Very gently, rotating all throughout the spine. Not rounding the back. Try to keep your chest up and your shoulder blades pulled back. Now notice her feet are on the floor. If you want to make this a little more challenging, you can pick your feet up. But really making sure you're reaching side to side, full range of motion. So the last exercise is a seated cherry picker. So it's reset, adjust, still leaning back a little bit, but instead of going side to side, we're going up overhead, reaching for one arm at a time, and then alternating. And really reach as high as you can. If you want to intensify it, you can also pick up your feet and then almost reach across the body, crossing the arm over the opposite shoulder. Very simple, but it can also be challenging at the same time. Great. So all these exercises are designed for the beginner, but yet you can also make them a little more challenging just by adding a couple more repetitions or some seconds to those holds. But hopefully you take this information and run with it and apply it to your training, because I know you'll definitely see some good improvements in your core strength. There's something else I'd love to share with you. It's called, it's a report that we wrote. It's called the 5 Best Core Killer Exercises. It's definitely a little more advanced, but it has a lot of good, valuable information you can read about when it comes to core training. All you need to do is click this box right here. Click it, give us your email, and we'll send you the free PDF right now. Don't forget to subscribe to us by clicking right here. And check out these videos that I know you're going to find helpful as well. I'm Coach Brian. This is
I'm so tired.